Okay, this is our actual TensorFlow intro. Once again, TensorFlow is a machine learning library developed by Google. It allows us to construct fairly complicated models with little coding. To give you perspective, our practical example required 20 lines of code. With TensorFlow, it will still be 20 lines of code. No difference whatsoever. However, the last exercise we will see in this course would require a few hundred lines of code using NumPy. With TensorFlow, around 50. Moreover, 20 of those would be almost the same as the ones in our minimal example. TensorFlow is an amazing framework, and you will see that by the end of the course. However, it has a peculiar underlying logic. Remember when you first studied linear algebra or trigonometry? The logic differed greatly from the mathematics you had seen before, right? Well, it's the same with TensorFlow. Once you start working with it, it's super easy, but you must make an extra effort to understand it properly. Let's do that. The most basic notion we'll need to define is the computational graph. Quoting TensorFlow's About section at tensorflow.org, nodes in the graph represent mathematical operations, while the edges represent the multi-dimensional data arrays, or tensors, communicated between them. We won't be drawing computational graphs, but that's how such a graph looks. Simple as that. Okay, let's start coding, and we'll grasp the rest of our intuition on the go.